Welcome, everybody, to the CCSJ Tailgate Party on the Region Sports Network. We come today from Whiting, Indiana, ahead of a Saturday night sprint football matchup coming up shortly. He's Mike Dewan. I'm Cab Lighter. Well, this is a lot of fun. This is what football is all about, tailgates and a whole lot of fun and anticipation to have a big-time matchup.
It's been a big-time Saturday on the Region Sports Network, while Friday nights are typically it's something that's super, super busy with us. Saturday was a little bit nice. We had a game that was pushed back and kind of fell into our lap, a game we called earlier here at Jeff Cain Stadium between the Whiting Oilers and the Lake Station Fighting Eagles. Now we're here. Now we're getting things ready to go. As you see, we got already some people going on in the tailgate. Justin Cole being our remote camera for the evening, doing a great job at Kevin. It's so good to be here. Who doesn't like a good tailgate, a good Saturday night tailgate? And more importantly, we got a great team at hand with Calumet College, St. Joseph, a sprint football team. These guys are the real deal. We'll talk with some players, some coaches. We'll get things rolling.
Let me tell you, the second one of those fans out there that we just showed you all breaks out a grill, you're losing me. I'm gone. I'm going to go get some good eats here for sure. 5 p.m. start as Calumet College of St. Joseph welcomes in the Oakland City University Mighty Oaks. What a great mascot match we got here. But I mean, I'm a big tailgate guy.
Yeah.
I love the tailgate. That's so much fun, the atmosphere. Team's going to head out over here soon. We'll get full coverage of that as well. But there's so many people out there, and I've recently learned this as well.
Yeah.
Sprint football, the ins and outs of it. How is it different from your traditional college football that people have probably been watching all day and mixed with joining us here on the Region Sports Network?
It's very interesting. It was something that, I knew of course, this team being, from the region, being a football guy. But I knew they had a lot of region guys, but I did not know what sprint football was all about. Truth be told, my ignorance here, I thought sprint was the mascot of this team for something. I thought it was a nickname for this team. But sprint football, it's been something that's been around since 1934. There was a 178-pound limit. It was a big kind of East Coast thing that still kind of runs today with a 19 conference out there. And now it's made its way to the Midwest in the MSFL over here. And this conference is a little bit different because it's a 190-pound limit for these players. Still 11-on-11 football. You still got to play in between, of course, the sidelines. Still the entire rules of football, but a little bit different, obviously, when you have a weight limit. Something similar to what you see kind of with Pop Warner.
I would have had a shot at actually playing football at the next level if I knew there's a 190-pound weight limit. Just saying, I was never the strongest or fastest guy by any means out there.
I wish I could say the same, but I just about missed that weight limit. But hey, that's kind of what this presents. It's an interesting kind of dynamic where there's players that you have to feel the team in one way or another. So I'm very interested to see, talking with coaches and players about how you may have to kind of learn some new positions. That hey, if you were a 185-pound, let's say running back, whatever, kind of a bruiser, you might be more suited for somebody that can do some trench work. So it's very interesting. These players have to adapt, and we're very excited to see how this team shakes out. A very good team here in Whiting, Indiana, and more so, again, a great coach led by Jay Novak.
Yeah, you see live look right now inside the stadium. This is a big-time matchup. CCSJ 1-0. Oakland City University 0-1. They recently fell last week to Bellarmine University at the school down in Kentucky, 43-0. Meanwhile, CCSJ, really good opening week, 18-0 victory on the road at Quincy. Road wins always so tough to do in the game of football. They were able to accomplish that week one. Now they get to celebrate with a home opener.
Again, this is a team they're gunning for the top, back-to-back champions. They kind of, how quickly this league has started in 2022 in the inaugural season. They have, back-to-back. They got that target on their back. They have a nucleus. And again, to be back at home, to take on a good team. And again, these teams get very, very familiar with each other. It's a league of 6, 2 divisions, and 3 teams in each respective division. I mean, these guys get familiar with each other. It's an 8-week season with a bye. The top 2 teams in each division advance to the playoffs, and they kind of get going right away. But it flies by pretty quick. But I'm sure the Crimson Wave super excited to be here for their home opener.
You played in a very competitive conference back in your day. What is it like playing your rivals over and over again? You played in a league where everyone doesn't like each other in that league. Now, here you look at a team, same case, but now less teams. So you're seeing these teams more often.
It's weird. It is just weird to say the absolutely is because, and it's, in sports like this, you have to – you got to be. Sometimes you're one-on-one matchups.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of film study that kind of goes into this, but also it's a lot of you get to kind of get familiar with your guy right away, and then you see him a few weeks later. Hey, this is how he kind of does things here. So it's very, very interesting. Again, a small conference like this and a small grouping of teams, you're going to learn these names and faces. You're going to, bulletin board material. But again, this Crimson Wave program especially, they did it last year. They avenged the loss in the championship game. They lost the team a few weeks earlier, so they obviously went back to the drawing board, saw some things on film, and got the win there. And I'm getting word from head coach Jay Novak. Sorry, I was looking at our phone as we were getting going, but they are coming through the parking lot just right beyond us in about 2 to 3 minutes. He'll text me when we start. But hey, before you know it, they'll be walking out here. We'll get some interviews and stuff like that. And it's super cool to see the tailgaters especially front and center on that.
Yeah, they've already started to line up. They're awaiting the walkthrough right now from CCSJ as they get set for the first of 2 matchups against Oakland City this season. The return trip down to Oakland City will come up in October. So this has been a really fun atmosphere so far. Teams getting ready to make the walk-in. It's part of the coolest parts of college football. Every different team goes through the whole walk-through. Summer through campus here. We get to go through a beautiful neighborhood right here along Lake Michigan.
Yeah, Whiting is – I haven't been to this stadium in quite some time. I played here in Pop Warner in about 7th grade, and the one thing I only remembered was the trains. When you're that young, you remember a little bit of the football game, but more so the trains that kind of come through. But I'll tell you what, this neighborhood right here, it's just a fantastic place to just watch a football game. It's a nice, camaraderie. We know the community of Whiting is second to none. It's such a tight-knit group, and although it's small in size, they are loud in their support for not only the Whiting Oiler football team from what we saw earlier, but also, again, this Calumet College, this Crimson Wave team. They got guys all across the region, and they've really kind of become the region's football team. And, they're winning games left and right, and, they earned that title, to the absolute least.
Yeah, you look down the line right now, just for some familiar names. We have Portage, Munster, Whiting. You keep going down the list. Crown Point has a couple players on here, Calumet, New Tech. There's a lot of local guys here, and they're trying to become the region's sprint football team for those trying to get to the next level at the collegiate level of football. Here's an opportunity right here as we see CCSJ slowly starting to walk in and make the journey off the team bus right through their tailgates. Cowbells ringing. This is cool.
This is super cool. We'll get a great shot at that. Justin Cole doing a great job. But here come the Crimson Wave. And how about it, man? This is awesome.
And the black uniforms, maroon numbers, that light blue trim of theirs. That's a clean look as well for a Saturday night game.
Clean's putting it lightly, I would say. I like the color combo there. I like the little shade of blue, kind of, again, the trim. And you know what they say, look good, feel good, play good. This team has been doing that so far.
1-0 on the year. Great road win. Road wins always so tough to come by. And so many smiles we've seen on the players walking by us right now off in the distance. They are very happy to be back at home. A little home cooking can never hurt nobody, right? Especially not before a big game.
No doubt about it. And again, this lot in front of us, too. It got a little bit packed again. We were here for the Whiting Lake Station football game earlier, and it was a spot that we were potentially going to set up in. But, it has been filled with Crimson Wave fans, and rightfully so. You got a great team to cheer for. And more importantly, it's just a program that is really on the come-up. Again, these guys haven't been, it's just still an infant league kind of here, in this area. And what they've been able to do here so far in just a short amount of time, kudos to them.
A little bit, we'll have Jay Novak, a couple of players starting to make their way towards the table.
I think we'll step aside here.
We'll take our first break.
Yep.
Special guest coming up next. This is Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Back here for some tailgate festivities here at Cal College. Mike DeWan, Kevin Malater. Now we are joined by Joe Vinatieri, the kicker for the Calumet College Crimson Wave. Joe, welcome on in. Home opener, how are we feeling?
Feeling great, guys. Feeling great.
Thank you for stopping in with us. We were looking at your bio here. Las Vegas, Nevada, the hometown. How did you get to Whiting, Indiana?
So, unsuccessful senior year of high school. Team didn't play the greatest. I still wanted to play. One of my buddies actually also plays on this team. He got reached out to. Coach Novak hit me up, sent me an offer. I just wanted to play ball at the next level, so I decided to come out and play.
How's that journey been for you? You mentioned the senior year of high school was maybe less than ideal for you, but now you come here, you were the reigning special teams player of the week here in the conference. That's got to be a lot of success with this program, and also obviously with you in this early parts of the season.
Yes, it is.
How's that journey been to kind of go from a less than ideal senior season to where we're kind of at now? You guys are winning championships.
Yeah.
You're doing good personally.
Yeah, it's a big change. We were okay in my high school, but no, last year especially, it feels great to start winning again. Like myself with personal accolades, but also win as a team, getting forming brotherhoods and stuff like that. It feels great.
A lot of region guys stick together. We got this guy coming in from Vegas coming here. How have the region guys, and maybe just this whole team, have kind of taken you in as part of their own? Because maybe these guys have similar backstories where they're from these nearby counties, and you're kind of, again, we talked about your journey coming here. A cool story, but you got to get acclimated to some guys that might know each other already.
Yeah. So exactly. We do a great job of bonding and doing stuff to bring everyone together and making sure no one's left out. So doing that really helps you feel welcome, especially from a place so far away, coming into a new place, not knowing what to expect. It's a great feeling knowing that you're going to come in and people are going to respect you and care for you.
With all the recent social media, I know obviously college going to do the kicking contest. How did you get into kicking? Because it's a very unique position in football.
Yeah, so I played soccer my entire life growing up, and then about 6th grade, I decided I'd start playing a little bit of football. I have a family background, so it helps a little bit. So I just decided that I wanted to give it a try. I found some success early. I wanted to keep on going, and I think I'm making a decent name for myself.
All right, I think to keep things rolling here, Kevin, I'll ask you one final question. We'll get things moving. What would make a successful fall season for you, for maybe personally, any personal goals, as well as maybe anything for the team?
Of course, I wanna just make sure I do my thing, do my job as a kicker. You only do so much, so I need to make sure I do my thing. And for the team, repeating again sounds nice. Winning another one. It's their third, but my second, so it'd be really dope. Really dope.
Let's have some fun.
Yep.
Best of luck tonight. Thank you
guys.
I'll snag the mic for you. We'll step right up here. We'll get you going. I believe we got the linebacker here. How we doing, Papa? Squad, we'll get you all set up. How we doing, man? Trevor Bussey, right? The linebacker. Most tackles I thought I saw in college history or conference history. You've been a staple for this program. How are we feeling in this early part of the season?
I'm feeling good. It's like any other year.
And you're one of those region guys a little bit. You played under Russ Radke. What was that kind of like at Knox, right? You've done a lot of great things over there, and your kind of football journey getting you to this point.
From high school, I actually had two coaches,
Okay.
John Hendricks and Russ Radke, and both of them I credit some of the greatest coaches in Indiana football history. Both of them had two different coaching styles, and it really helped develop me as a player, being coached under them. But
What was the big takeaway you took from each of the different coaching staffs? What were the big differences, and what was the biggest thing that you learned from each of those coaching staffs?
So both of those coaching staffs coached differently. With Hendricks, he was a player's coach. He developed schemes based on the players, and it was kind of like just a complete different offense. And he did that based on what he had on the team. Where Radke was more this is his offense. He's done it for years, and he made the players get good at it. And it was just impressive watching both of the coaching styles.
And now you have a coach who's done a lot of great things with this program, and Jade Novak. What has he meant to you during your time here?
Oh, Coach Novak's great. He's a great players coach, on and off the field. He's got your back, and just a great guy. Not even just a great coach, but.
Going to sprint football and playing the linebacker role, what were some big changes that maybe you had to experience or kind of get better at maybe at your game, or how much sprint football maybe benefits you? What was that change like, just going from Friday nights to now you got a weight limit here that kind of you got to worry about? It's a different game for sure. It's a quicker game.
So this is around my natural weight, so I don't have to really cut and I don't have to worry about bulking or anything. But the biggest takeaway from it was that I had to just get used to the speed. Everybody's fast. The linemen are fast. Running backs are fast. It is different. Once that first game hits you, and you got to get the speed up. But it's fun. It's exciting. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing I want to know, how difficult was the transition from, you mentioned playing offense in high school, how difficult was the transition from offense to defense?
It wasn't very difficult because when I was growing up, I loved defense more than offense, and then I just kind of stepped into the role on offense. They needed players, and I wanted to play, so I played offense, and I waited until my senior year to get to play both ways and get to step on defense again, and it was like love at first sight again. And so once I got my opportunity here, I wasn't stepping back on the other side.
Who's your favorite linebacker? Maybe growing up or even today's
Growing
age?
up, Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Or Luke Kuechly. Both of those.
Ooh.
Two different
That's
types
a good
of
one.
backers. Yeah.
Good man. Well, I guess to wrap up with this, what would make a successful senior campaign for you, maybe individually as well as a team?
I'm not really worried about individual goals, but just to win another one, have a successful year. I'd love to just cap it off with the three-peat.
Let's do it. Hey, man, have some fun. Best of luck tonight moving forward.
Appreciate
We'll get
you.
things rolling. Thank you. Thank you. Well,
Come on up.
Right up. Come on right up. Hey,
Come
it's
on
a
right up.
tailgate camaraderie. We got everyone coming on up. How we doing, my friend?
Hello,
give me,
I'm good, and yourself?
give me your name, give me your number, give me your position, give me your former high school as well.
Okay. Osa, number 10, and right now I'm currently playing receiver and returner.
And your former high school,
My
former Whiting Oilers, correct?
yes sir. Me and my brother are former Whiting Oilers.
So that alone, again, you're super close to home. I mean, you could probably walk this whole stadium blindfolded. It's probably super nice to just be close to home and play for another fantastic football team.
It is. It's a great opportunity. Like I said, me and my brother, it's our last year together, ever playing football together. So we're just embracing it right now, and we're back at home. So it feels. There's not a better feeling. I'm getting goosebumps just even talking about it.
How easy was the decision for you to stay at home? How easy was that decision for you?
It was pretty easy. Once they said they wanted me and my brother to come play, we both jumped right over it and said, of course we'll do it. And under Coach Novak, I mean, it's a hard person to say no to. So.
What has he meant to you during your time here?
Oh, man, he means a lot to me. Just like all the other coaches, they're just another father figures for us. And they just push us to do our best on and off the field. And they're always one call away. So if you ever need anything, no matter if it's 2 in the morning or 7 at night when we get out of practice, we have someone to always talk to, and a male to be there no matter if it's good or bad. So it's good.
For those that don't know, the Whiting community, it's very tight-knit. It's there is a lot of people that rally around not only like in Whiting Oilers football, which I'm sure you've seen, but also, I mean, what's going on right now with the Crimson Wave? I mean, what has been your experience with, again, just that community, growing up in it, going through high school, and then even, you know, in today's age?
So in Whiting, just football itself is huge, and bringing another football program to Whiting we've grown even more here. I see Crimson Wave shirts and sweaters even in little Whiting high school games. So it's really cool to have just the fan base all connecting, and this is a football community, so they all love football, so they come out and support us, even if it's Whiting or Cal College.
So your former teammates at Whiting, if they want to come to the next level, what's your pitch to them for CCSU? Why should they come play and join the legacy and the build that Whiting is trying to create here?
So I would say to them, it's just like being home. Everyone here is always open arms, and whatever needs to be done, they would help you and guide you through it. Or if you need something, they would always help you get to that spot. So I would say CCSJ is a great spot to come.
For you to finish out your senior year with the squad, individually, team goals, anything that I'm hearing championships, or I don't know, you know, you guys want to go for that three-peat, but anything else outside of that?
Just forming brothers and having someone to always, like I said, call on, which Novak pushed us on. Right now, we don't look at each other or call each other teammates. We all call each other brothers and just family members. So I would say that's a big thing for us, and that helps us win games too, because we're not just blocking for someone next to us. We're not just protecting our quarterbacks, Destry and them. We're not protecting them. We're guarding them as we do for a family. We guard who we love, and we all could say we love each other, and we all just do what's best for our teammates.
That's what football's all about.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for joining us so
no
much.
problem.
Best of luck.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by.
Got one more player here coming up on the Region
It's a game
Sports
show.
Network.
It's a game show.
Pretty much. Come on down. First question, got to give your name, your position, former high school, and the number 2 as well.
So
hold your mic up too as well.
Tony Madrino, went to Whiting High School as well, and I'm defensive end.
Tony, before we get going, a video to me has surfaced that one of your hobbies, I saw typically on Lake Michigan, you have kind of like a jet, some sort of jet pack. Can we pull that up, Zach, if we could? And we'll kind of talk a little bit more about that. Kind of like a jet pack, some sort. Explain to me a little bit about that and how you kind of came around with that. There you go. Super cool video shot by Chris here. Our executive producer. But that is cool stuff.
Yeah, it is. So I met this lady out at the beach. I worked there over the summer. You know, being from Whiting, working at the beach is definitely a plus. You know, and then meeting cool people. You know, like the video right there, it shows. You know, not a lot of people are able to do something like that. So if I'm able to, you know, meet people like that at work, you know, it's definitely a plus. So it's like a long 60-foot tube.
Yeah.
It's connected to the bottom of the jet ski, and you got like a Bluetooth remote, and it just shoots you up. You know, you got to keep your balance, and you know.
Be honest with me, that wasn't first try, was it?
No, that wasn't first try. No.
I know there's a weight limit for sprint football. What's the weight limit on that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's been some people up there. Yeah,
we'll talk. There's still some hot days ahead of us, but we'll talk about what's going on here Saturday night and beyond. Your former Whiting Oiler, we talked to Dino Barbosa, another former Whiting Oiler. The camaraderie around this team, a lot of region guys, of course. But you guys are putting out wins, and your experience so far, I guess, just with the Crimson Wave football program.
It's been, I can't explain it any better than, happiness and, being able to play at the next level. This is a different league, other than, regular collegiate football. So it gives, people like that an opportunity to, showcase their talents at the next level. A lot of people get to high school and then want to stop, So definitely here, and then just the brotherhood, the coaches, the family, the community. It's just a blessing in disguise that something like this arises in this area.
What does the city of Whiting, what does the Whiting community mean to you? Obviously, you've already discussed it. Played football here in high school. Now you're staying in for college. What does this place mean to you?
I couldn't be more grateful for this place. A Hammond kid, being able to come here, my freshman year and being able to stay here for the collegiate level my last 4 years of college. The community is it's amazing around here. It's something you want to be around. it's a great feeling to be around this place.
There's been one piece around this program that's been consistent. That's Coach Jay Novak. What has he meant to you over your course of your time here?
Coach Novak, he's another father figure in my life. You know, he's one of those guys you want to be coached by. You know, he's there for you off the field and on the field. You know, he provides for you. You know, stuff like that. So Novak's definitely a great person. You know, on and off the field, and he's a great father figure, great role model.
Are there any jumping into sprint football, obviously the 190-pound weight limit, were there any noticeable changes? Obviously, of course, the speed of the game is a heck of a lot different than Friday night than what you saw here at Whiting High School. But what was that experience like, maybe taking it back to your freshman and sophomore year and now where you are now?
Right, yeah. So it was definitely a big change to, like, tempo, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, like, you know, the speed of the game, you know, it's just, you know, you keep going and it's like, dang, am I going to get a break? Am I going to wait for those big 300-pound guys to come down the field so I can give me a break? And but now it's not like that, you know, we're on the ball, you know, as soon as the play's over, and, you know, it's crazy. It's very fun.
I guess to wrap up here, I asked this with all the players, and I think the goal stays the same as a team, but what to cap off, you know, your career here with the Crimson Wave, what would a successful year look like? Maybe from an individual standpoint, and I can imagine what it looked like from a team standpoint.
So last year I was Defensive Player of the Nation for both leagues, you know, so that was a great feeling, you know, getting that recognition. And then just being, you know, back-to-back, you know, it doesn't get better than that. And that's what I strive for. You know, I wouldn't have got that reward without my teammates, you know, and that's I couldn't ask for better teammates. You know, the other guys in the back, like on the defensive end with me, you know, Josh Tejada, Trevor Bussey, who was here earlier, and then Xander Zelichay, you know, Quindarius Davis. They're great players. They're great people to be on the field with, and, you know, we formed a brotherhood, and it just took off from there. You know, the first 2 years we kind of got our feet under us, and now it's just nobody can stop us. You know, we're forced to be reckoned with on the defensive end.
Well, hey, best of luck tonight. I'll have to contact you in the summer about getting on that trip.
Yeah,
we all have to. We're all super excited.
Yeah.
Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, I got Chris's number too, so he's always texting me.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah, so
we'll hit you up.
Right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
All right, we'll step aside. We got the coach next here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Back here at Cal College, Mike DeWine, Kevin Malater. This is all made possible today. Got to give a big shout out to J&J Crew, Power Washing over here, doing a great job helping us all out. But we talked about, we had the coach next. We lied. We actually have Josh Tejada here, the former Hobart Brickie, Give me your name, your number, position. Introduce yourself to the world over here.
My name is Joshua Tejeda. I am a senior at Calumet College. I'm an outside linebacker, and I've been a 4-year starter for the home.
4-year starter, a lot of winning in this program. What has that experience been like? And we'll talk about your high school career, of course, as well. But from freshman to senior year, a lot of winning. But also, again, this is a different ballgame, sprint football. It's a bit of an adjustment period as well for you.
Yes, sir. I would say from the jump from freshman to sophomore or senior year is definitely us first year guys that were here from the beginning. We've definitely embraced the leadership role that we have. You know, a lot of eyes are on us. We've been here since ground up. So I feel like we were able to grow as leaders, the senior class, and I feel like that's what's causing these W's to come in and these championships. So I feel like if we keep this up and if we all stick to our roles, future teams and that come after us, we'll see the same success that we're seeing.
You played obviously very competitive high school, Hobart, one of the great programs throughout the region. Biggest difference in terms of making the jump from, that tough, hard-nosed football that you see oftentimes you play at Hobart to now here at the speed. Besides the speed of sprint football, what's the biggest other difference?
Biggest difference, definitely, this like the speed, like this size of teams. I'm used to going against 4A, 5A schools. Teams are filled with 100 guys, 90 guys. You come here, 60. And this team right here we're playing, they got 35 guys. That's a lot. That's a big adjustment from college. And another change I would say is the duration of the game. When I was thinking about it, that's a whole extra quarter I'm playing compared to high school. So definitely more conditioning, I would say.
It's a quick game to say the least, and it's something you got to definitely accustomed to. Your coach, Jay Novak's been a staple piece in this program, a lot of winning. What has he meant to you over the course of your time here?
Man.
Although he's right in front of us, so don't say anything too harsh. But
no, I love this guy, man. Since I stepped foot on campus, he's done nothing but shown me love. The growth he's shown me, from me coming as an immature freshman, not experienced at all. He's made me to the man I am, man, and he's him and a bunch of other people in my family, man. These 4 years I've been so blessed, and I got to thank God for letting Coach Novak be a part of my journey, man. This past couple months, man, it's been very hard for me, just off the field, on the field, and he's done nothing but just been there for me, and I wouldn't be here right now interviewing or be on this field if it wasn't for Coach, man. I gotta give him props.
I guess my final question here: there's a lot of different region guys from different schools, and I know there's probably a little bit of camaraderie entering in the program. But are there any bragging rights? You're coming from Hobart. Hobart's always, kind of at the top of the line there. But I mean, we got guys that I saw from Michigan City, Griffith, Munster, Wheeler. Andrean. It's all across the board, just about spread throughout the conference. Any bragging rights in the locker room?
Yeah, I definitely get a lot of guys coming up to me when they find out from Hobart that, what class you in? Oh, I remember you from this and that. It's just funny to look back that I played against my old teammates and. A lot of my coaches, Coach Davenport, Novak, all of them, they all give me a hard time for going to Hobart. They can't ever just let me be in peace and with my runner-up ring. But
man, that's a sore subject.
That's all I could tell them is my ring. That's all I could tell them,
man.
That's
right. Hey, we'll take it. But Ricky Pride want to run the
city.
No
doubt. Love that.
You got to be a part of it for sure. Anything else?
My last question for you is: we've asked this across the board. This is championship or bust now, doesn't it? At this point for you guys.
Yeah. This championship means way more. Just it being a 3-peat and this is my last time ever playing football. I feel like it's an expectation that we win this championship, and I definitely see us win this championship, no doubt. If we keep everything going and Coach Novak keeps us in line and we're going up, I don't see us not losing that game. We'll win that game if we keep everything up instead of down.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let's do
it. Right, that's why we're here. Best of luck tonight and best of luck going forward.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys take care. Thank you for covering us.
Yes, sir. I'll snag that mic from you. Come on down. Who's next?
We have the coach.
The game show. The coach coming on in. Head coach Jay Novak stepping up to the board. Coach, first off, thank you for having us out here. Fun event. We've been here at Whiting High School just about all day for the course of the game earlier, but more importantly, we're here tonight. Good environment, home opener. What are we seeing here, Coach?
Well, number one, we're excited to be at home. Yeah. We the Region Sports Network. You guys, we're the only game in town.
That's right. I'm going to set up by myself.
They been a friend of Chris for a long time. Chris Lannon also. Great guys, known them forever. I've been a 25-year Indiana high school football coach, and, those guys are guys we made a lot of memories with. So appreciate you guys being here.
Appreciate you having us, Coach. You've been to a bunch of different locations kind of prior to this. You did some great things at East Chicago Central and Drain recently as well. Clark, but you are the guy for this position. You've been the guy since day one. What drew you to this school, to Sprint football, something completely different to what you were accustomed to on Friday nights?
Well, number one, we're having a pretty good time at Andrean. Those guys, those are my brothers. I saw they got a big win last night. Excited for those guys. Don't want to talk too much because I got friends on the other side.
We just talked to a Hobart guy.
Segudovic, and obviously we got a few Hobart guys on the team and a couple Andrean guys, but. Had a great time over there. We were fortunate enough to win a state championship under Chris Skinner. And I don't know, man. I was kind of done. I thought I was done coaching. And this thing, it popped up. And I went and I got my master's at Ohio University in coaching education. And I said to myself, man, it's an opportunity to be able to use your education. And, I'm glad I went through it because a lot of cases it's not an easy job. I will tell you that. Recruiting is a whole lot of it, but it did prepare me for a lot of this stuff, along with some of my experiences as a coach at East Chicago and Hammond Clark and, Portage. Again, man, just trying to learn and get better every day and, try not to make the same mistakes.
This roster, you seem to have built this thing by the region before. What is the importance for you when you're building this roster of keeping kids at home? Why is it so important?
Well, number one, I know as a kid myself, when I was leaving Highland High School in 1995, I was looking to get recruited, right? And, John Friend, unfortunately has passed. He helped me out a whole lot of getting recruited. I'll never forget that. But a lot of the schools were out of the region, and I wasn't, I don't think I was academically ready for Valparaiso or anything. So, as far as being able to play ball, this is a great opportunity for kids in the region. I mean, they want to talk about the kids being undersized, but I mean, we got them 6'6", 190 and 5'4", 190 in this league, and it's an opportunity for every guy that's not quite over 200 pounds, and to come out here and be able to actually play. We don't have a huge roster. We got 80 guys. You're not going to be in a situation where you're going to get. You go to some of these NAIA schools, some of these D3 schools, D2 schools. It's 150 to 200 guys, on the roster. Maybe that's exaggerating a little bit, but you're not going to have that here. You're going to have an opportunity to show out, especially if you're not in that starting 11 on offense or defense. You're going to get an opportunity on special teams. You'll see that tonight with some guys.
But, Coach, an interesting thing kind of, with the makeup of your roster is recruiting. You said it's tough because, again, that 190-pound weight limit where you have to field an 11-man team. You have to find some offensive linemen that maybe didn't play offensive line on Friday nights. What is that challenge like? And you got to find players that the opportunity, of course, presents itself to play at the next level, but you may have to play something a little bit differently than what you've been doing potentially your whole life.
Yeah, so I've been fortunate enough, offensive lineman my whole life. Started coaching here at Whiting for 9 years as an offensive line guy, and then head middle school coach, Portage, offensive line coach, run game coordinator, same thing at Andrew. So at the end of the day, I've worked with many undersized guys, and we got a couple of those guys. John Lemire, he steps out to me right now. He's had a great camp. Andrean guy, just undersized. Got pushed around a little bit because those guys are 300 pounds on Fridays, but over here, man, everybody's 190, and he's on the verge of being a guy that can be potentially start for us. And I mean, for being a role player there to potentially being the guy here, I mean, that's what this is. Sprint football will give a great opportunity.
The biggest challenge a lot of the guys have said from making the jump from the traditional tackle ball down to sprint football is the speed of the game. What you guys do in conditioning in camp to get these guys acclimated or as close to acclimated to game speed as possible?
When we first started this thing, we thought we could read everybody and all this good stuff, which you can, but you got to mix it up. Those guys are flying to the mesh, man. They're blowing up the play, and it's like, man, all right, we got to rethink this thing. So we kind of went to a gap scheme a little bit because of the speed of the game. And as far as getting these guys acclimated, you got to play football. That's how you get in shape. That's how you get a feel for the game. We've brought in a lot of guys from all over the country. We have them from California, Texas. You got some people in line here that want to speak from Las Vegas and Louisiana and why their kid chose here. It's just one of those deals where you got to play and you got to get a feel for it. And I'm telling you, our practices are highly competitive, and they get us ready for Saturday nights. I'll tell you that.
So I guess I'll finish out here. I mean, why CCSJ? For those people that are looking out there, what's the draw? I mean, it's an opportunity, like we kind of harped on. It's a unique opportunity, but it's an opportunity. But I'm sure you can speak on what makes this program so great.
Absolutely. Number one, the size of the school. I mean, the classroom size. You're going to have 11 to 12 student to one teacher ratio. That's a lot of one-on-one, and all of our tutoring is done by our professors. So I mean, that alone, you're going to be in an environment where you're kind of going to be the big fish on a small pond, especially a football player. We're the boys of fall. We've been fortunate to be successful. So people look out. Everybody's going to look out for each other on this team. We built a family atmosphere, and that goes with our president, Amy McCormick, down to Dave Lopez, our athletic director. We all work together, and if there's a problem or we see something going on with one of our guys, or even the females too, we talk up and we say, hey, what's going on? And we are here. There's just layers and layers of help. It's a huge family, heck, I know if I could do it all over again, I'd be here. I don't think I'd be 190, but I would definitely have come to this school because of the support. I'm telling you, it's a great place. We're only building. Amy McCormick is doing amazing things. There's a new project every time I turn around on campus. We're getting ready to get a field next to our dorm. She started this thing. It went from a commuter college to a residential school, and that's why we got the kids from all over. And they're providing great experiences for student life on campus, and it's an exciting time. So I'm blessed to be here for sure.
We're thankful to be here as well. Sure. Thank you. You got anything else, Kevin?
Well, last thing, I'll just let it off. Everyone's been saying it right now. Championship with Bus is the motto of this group. What makes you think this group can get it done?
We have a lot of experience with these guys. Nothing's given, everything's earned. We know that. We're getting everybody's best shot. Tonight, Oakland City is coming in. They're going to hit us in the mouth. There's no doubt about it. And we better be ready to play, because those guys, they're dangerous. They got guys that can play. But as far as being through, this team has been through. We won a conference championship. We lost the championship game to St. Mary's that first year, and it hurt. Okay, we started off the next year 0-3. Then somehow we just tried to figure out how to win a game. We won 6 in a row and won the whole thing. Last year we're riding on this long winning streak. We got the biggest winning streak, and it was definitely sprint football. But the long and short of it is we lost to St. Mary's again. A road game, and I will tell you, those guys kicked me out of the room. It was our Monday morning meetings. Hey, coach, that was a players-only meeting. They were in there and they talked about some real stuff. Which again, we built this program and family. Man, this is why we do a lot of stuff off the field. We grow together and get to know each other. And they had an open, honest conversation about guys. Maybe it should have been in bed the night before, and should not have been partying or whatever the case. But they came together. They came and got the coaches. And I knew the league was in trouble last year, So as far as this year, it's a new challenge. There is definitely some better play in the league. If you look around, there's some teams scoring some points. And again, we got to be on our best. So to answer your question, we've been through a lot. We know we're going to get everybody's best, and it's one day at a time. And I wouldn't rather do anything other than with this group and try to defend this championship. And whether we get it done or not, what a special time. What a special group. There are so many guys that should be here getting interviewed. There's a lot of selfless guys on this team that are the stars of their role. And what a blessing to be the leader of this thing, man. That's all I got to say. And, I'm not going to guarantee nothing because, it's hard. But I'm going to tell you, I'm very excited to be with this group and see what we can do.
Here we go.
Well, for Coach Jay Novak, expectations are high, but this group can definitely meet them, Coach. Thank you so much for having us out. And we have plenty more parents coming out here soon, but best of luck tonight moving forward.
Hey, absolutely. You guys are the best. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
At Strack and Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantail.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the Tailgate festivities here on the Region Sports Network. People starting to file in Trippi and Bonnet. We now have Bo Vinatieri, father of Joe Vinatieri, out here with us. First off, what has this been like to come out to Indiana? I know obviously you guys are from Vegas, so what's it been like now to come to the middle of America here?
So it's actually awesome, like how they do the tailgate. This is definitely a family-oriented program. Since my son joined his freshman year, this is his second year. They've treated us like family. We get invited to different things. It's an awesome experience, and it's more than just football. And with my son going to a school in northern Indiana, it's 1,800 miles away from Las Vegas. It's good to know that people care, and this program definitely cares. It's not just about football.
When he said, Dad, Mom, I'm going to CCSJ, they're in Whiting, Indiana, what was the reaction?
So myself, I was super excited because I know he wanted to play football outside of high school. Being a military guy, I was never at home myself. So I knew after high school, you have to grow up, and sometimes you have to move away from the house. My wife, I always say Mama Bear. It was a little difficult for her, but no, she knows that he's in good hands. Besides the coaches, you got the wives that are involved in the program too, and it's amazing. So we know he's in good hands. We're not worried at all.
Before every football game, there's always a big tailgate. I got to ask you a tailgate question. What does a tailgate spread typically look like? Your ideal tailgate spread if you were to have?
So usually I don't eat food at tailgate. I'm more of a drinker at a tailgate.
All right. Adult beverages or not. All right.
Right. So we actually ate downtown, but we got here super early because we know the parking lot fills up quick. It was myself and some friends that flew in from Florida to literally watch Joe play. So people from Florida coming in. We got here early just because we wanted a good spot in the tailgate. But there's my youngest son was eating banana pudding. There was wings and there was cookies and, like you said, adult beverages.
Sure.
No, it's a really great atmosphere, and it makes the whole entire day enjoyable.
So you guys are a football family. One thing that Joe said to us, kicking is in his blood. In case you guys don't know the last name, Vinatieri, I'd like to say that rings a bell a little bit. The football experience, of course, with your brother Adam, and again, your son, a kicker as well. It's all a small world. The genetics are great, obviously, in the kicking world. But what can you kind of say, just again, that football family, and obviously having a great kicker as a brother?
So it's funny that I have an older brother that kicked at University of South Dakota, and then Adam kicked at South Dakota State University. I kicked at Black Hill State University in South Dakota. I have a nephew that's kicking in outside of Missouri at Linwood College. I have another nephew that's kicking in University of South Dakota. Joe's kicking here, and then my youngest son kicks high school. I have 3 other nephews that are also kickers, 1 in Indiana, 2 in South Dakota. So it's one of those things that the average kid doesn't wake up and say, I want to be a kicker. Like I want to be the quarterback, or I want to be a tight end, or I want to be a running back, right? But like we know, and it started with my older brothers, that it's okay. Like, be good at what you can be at. Go to college, get a scholarship. If you can, after college, if you can benefit from that, and of course go to the NFL or something like that, go and do it. But it's okay to be a kicker. And I coach special teams in Las Vegas, and that's like the biggest thing that I tell my kickers is, it's okay to be a kicker. Like you are called upon in very stressful situations, and you have to go out there and perform. So that's my biggest thing. So I know there's shirts out there that says like kickers have feelings too, and Pat McAfee has the for the brand and all of that kind of stuff. But I honestly believe, like, I wasn't born 6'6" and I can't run a 4.3. But guess what? I can kick a football.
Dang straight.
And I can do it under pressure. And that's what we tell my kids, my nephews. That's all we preach is, whatever you can do, be the best at. And if that's kicking, be the best kicker you possibly can be.
Joe mentioned during his senior season didn't go the way he intended to. How have you seen him just kind of grind it out to get to this next level? Because he talked about how it was a grind. He didn't know if the phone was going to ring for the next level. It did, obviously, unfortunately for him for here. How have you seen him work, and what went into him getting to this next level? Because I know it wasn't easy for him.
Yeah, so that kid is driven. Like, we will go out in the summer and kick all the time. In the Vegas heat, it's 110, 115 degrees on field turf. We went to schools all around Vegas, and they're like, yeah, we do kickers last. Give us a little bit of time. And that phone never rang. And Joe's like, I want to go to a place that wants me. I want to go to a place that I can perform. Kicking is kicking. Now, I know, like, kicking at Michigan with 100 and some thousand people, a 40-yard field goal is a 40-yard field goal. It really is. So no matter where you're at, you got to perform. So, I mean, he was discouraged a little bit, but he's found a home here. And we've talked about it. Nowadays everyone talks about the portal, and everyone talks about bigger things. And this summer I asked him, and he goes, you know what? I love this school. He goes, my teammates are great to me. My coaches, the community is awesome. He goes, I don't see myself ever leaving this program, because he knows, like, most people don't get a play in college. And he's that small percentage that gets to compete in college. So he's super happy here. But, it is what it is. Like, everyone wants to go and play for Ohio State or Michigan or one of those big schools. But kicking is kicking. A 40-yard field goal is a 40-yard field goal, no matter wherever you're at.
Rest is always great. It's a great lesson to take away. No doubt about it. My final question, football family through and through. What has this sports mean a lot to everybody, no matter what the sport is. What has the sport of football meant to you?
So our family is very competitive, which, people look at kickers as we're kind of silly, or we could be goofy, or whatever the case is. But it doesn't matter, and this is from my oldest brother down to my youngest nephew, is if it is who can throw this quarter in the bucket, I'm going to beat you. And who can run and jump the farther, I'm going to beat you. And that's our mentality, and that's what we look at is as a kicker, you have to have a mentality of, I'm going to go out there, I want everyone to watch me, and I'm going to make this kick. And defense, this is your fault. Why would you let us get into field goal range, and now I'm going to go out there and make this field goal? So it's a thin line between cocky, arrogance, confidence, and you can't be one, like one can't be more than the other. You can't be cocky, because no one wants to be around a cocky guy. But you can't be arrogant or, confident. It has to be a mixture of both. But all of us believe every time we run out there, we're going to make the kick. There's no doubt in our mind that no matter what the kick is, we're going to make this kick. Everyone's going to clap. The announcer's going to say our name, and we're going to run off the field, let the offense and defense do their thing. So it's all about just having that right approach. But no, it's different. As a parent, it is so hard watching your kids, because when I kicked, I had control over what I was going to do. Yeah. I have no control over when my kids are out on the field, and I was never nervous. I'm nervous watching my kids kick because I know they're trained, I know they're ready, they're prepared, mentally they're ready to go, but I can't do it for them. They have to do it for themselves.
When did the nerves start to set in? Now is it when he first takes the field for you? Like, when does it start to set in a little bit?
Really, it's and this will kind of sound silly, but for me, it's when a big kick happens in a game. So last year when Joe made that big field goal that put us into overtime, that was a big kick. I was nervous during that kick. I had confidence that he was going to make it, but that was a big kick for the program, the team. It was to tie us up to go into playoffs, right? So for me, like maybe distances, I get a little bit more nervous because I know like anything under 50, I'm comfortable and I'm confident. I know he's ready to go. Yeah. If we get in that 52, I'm like, well, now it might be a 50-50. But I get excited. It's awesome.
These Vinatieri's are cold-blooded, man. It's something about the genetics.
Right. Great fantasy pickups, by the way.
Oh, for sure. A lot of great memories, for sure. And we can't thank you enough.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Well, more from the tailgate coming up after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Welcome back. Tailgate festivities here at CCSJ rolling out. We have the parents Luke Marlon with us here as well. Thanks guys for taking the time. Appreciate it. It's a big game tonight. So, first off, when Luke gives you guys the news, I'm going to go play football in Whiting, Indiana. You guys are from Louisiana, southern Louisiana as well. How did you take the news?
The first, when he mentioned it, we have a call with Coach from Indiana. I'm like, dude, we're not going to Indiana. You do realize this is across the country. This is, likely not going to work. And he's like, but, I'll go for you. We'll have the conversation. And, I talked to Jay the first time, and I'm like, okay, this could work. I'm open to this. Let's talk more. And we had a couple more video calls, and
finally we had a visit, and that was kind of a seal the deal. I mean, it was, it's almost like home, away from home. I mean, it's, I was confident that that he was going to be in a good environment, and that was the most important thing, and he would be challenged and looked out for at the same time. So it's been great.
Guys are from Louisiana. Give me some tidbits on where New Iberia, you said, a little bit south Louisiana. So, again, coming to Whiting, Indiana. You come to a little suburb of Chicago, so you know where Chicago is, Whiting, Indiana. Maybe not so much, but any culture shock maybe for you guys as the football parents, or for Luke in this case?
Yeah. The weird thing is, it's not really a culture shock for us because, we're kind of used to being on the outside of, a larger area. Yeah. And like I said, it turned into almost being like home. I mean, everybody's so friendly and open. I guess where we're from in the South, there's kind of the stigma of, people in the North are kind of, reserved and stuck up or whatever. But, I mean, certainly not the case. I mean, when we go to CCSJ, everybody is super nice and super helpful. I mean, it was such a smooth transition. Honestly, better than we could have even expected.
Please.
And so he has been here 5 weeks, and we've already benefited from the caring and generosity environment here. Of course, being 16 hours away, there's some homesickness and, questioning his life's work choices and whatnot. But coach and the team just really rallied around him, and just seeing him since the 5 weeks that we saw him and dropped him off, he's an entirely different kid. He has bought in, he knows how good it is, and he knows that this is where he needs to be. And for parents, that just does your heart good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So many people talk about, so many parents and kids of college athletes always talk about how it's the parents that make a lot of the big sacrifices. Obviously, football parents, definitely the case here. You guys are coming obviously from Louisiana. So many players from around the country here. What does seeing him play at this level mean for you guys? All the hours, I know, driving to practice, driving in. What is a moment like this where you get to see him play in his first collegiate home opener? What does a moment like tonight mean like for you guys as a family?
I know for me, and I think I can speak for Chris as well, is Luke has a passion for football, and even in high school that the coaches would say is unrivaled. He is a student of the game. He studies the plays. He is constantly on huddle. And to see him have his dream come true and to live that out is more than you could want. And it's greater than any pain of having him that far away. And then knowing that he's well taken care of is just the ultimate.
Any words for you?
Yeah. When you kind of asked that question, it kind of gave me the goosebumps because it is kind of a culmination of a long time. I mean, he's been playing since he's a kid. And, honestly, we never thought that we'd end up in this, situation where he'd be able to play in a college game. So, I mean, it's a huge opportunity for him. And, the sacrifices don't matter when you see, him, walk through this, the tailgate with game face on, I'm ready.
Let's get to it. The tailgate especially, feel good question. The thing that happens obviously before on the field for you, your parents especially, you got a tailgate. I know you guys throw down in the South, in Louisiana. Cuisine up here, again, we do some good jobs up here in Northwest Indiana, Chicago. We got, Italian beef and hot dogs. But what is some tailgate essentials maybe for you guys? I know, again, Southern cuisine. I know you guys throw down there. And what does a tailgate maybe look like? An ideal spread for you guys, if you will.
Well, the first thing is having everybody together. I mean, that's the biggest part of it. All the other stuff is fluff. For us, food is important, and it may be a little different, but it's great. I mean, it's mostly the environment and why we're here. That's what matters.
Any go-to dishes, though?
I might need a go-to
I was going to say jambalaya, of course.
Okay.
Anything grilled. People just gather around a grill and ribs, chicken wings, gumbo whenever it's colder. And just you would be surprised what people, come up with, and it's just how we are, it's how all the colleges in South Louisiana do it. No matter where you are, you're going to get fed well when you go to a game.
I told him in our first segment on the show, I said, the second I see a grill get opened up out there in the parking lot, I'm gone. You're losing me.
I think we know where to stop next time around, and we're up here for a home game.
Yep. Well, we thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you taking the time. Enjoy the game tonight, and congrats again to Liz.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. We'll take a quick break. We'll have more from the Tailgate Show right after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep, skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Kraut.
Back here at Calumet College for the Tailgate. A couple more interviews going on like the one Kevin later. We are joined by some of the coaches' wives of the Crimson Wave. Ladies, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Andrea Novak, and I'm Coach Jay Novak's wife.
Hi, I'm Nadine Daniels, and I'm Sam Daniels' wife.
So this program, there's been a lot of great things that happen with this program, both on and off the field. You guys are kind of, front row seat to all of this. What has that process been like over the course? Again, this program has not been around for quite some time, but a lot of great things have happened. And again, for you guys to experience it all, I'm sure it's been quite a fun time.
We've invested a lot of our time in new children that we pretty much took in. We have kids that we care for. They're great kids, great guys. They love football. They love our coaches, so we got to do what's best for them, and they're like ours. So.
Yeah, the last 4 years have been really exciting, a little stressful, but that's to be expected. But yeah, we've met so many great families from all over the country that have come here to play sprint football and make a name for themselves. And there's with our tailgate right now, it's so fun just to meet new families from all over, and that's what it's about. It's about a community. It's not just about football. It's about the community of football, so it's been really fun.
We talked to a couple of the parents recently on the show, and they all talk about how the decision to let their kid come across the country, come to Indiana, was not only meeting the coaches, but then once they met the coaches' wives as well, they realized how much you two take care of them, and some of the other coaches want to take care of the players. Why was it so important for you all to be so heavily involved in helping grow these young men?
Well, for me personally, and I'll let Nadine talk too, but when your husband is taking as much time and dedicating as much time to a program, and that means time away from us, time away from family, you want to know what it is that they're doing. And so we are being involved actually gets us, I think, closer to our husbands, and we get to see firsthand what they're doing with their time. And for us, I think that's rewarding, along with the parents, knowing that, they have families too, and hey, we'll bring one of the players to our house, if we need to, if that means celebrating a birthday, celebrating a holiday, so I don't know. I find that's what.
And it's about supporting our husbands, because they're pretty much putting their time and their emotions out there for these young gentlemen, like you said, they're coming from all different places. And me as a mother myself, I'd be terrified to let my kid go to school in another state that I'm not in. Mm-hmm. So it brings us a lot of honor and good. It makes us feel good that a mother will trust us to look after their boys, And like most people would say, a happy wife, happy life, a happy coach. We are good, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we do it. And like she said, it's for us to be closer to our husbands, because if you're a diehard football fan, you already know when football season comes, us females don't exist. So we got to push our way in there with them.
So that's kind of what I wanted to get into. You kind of got into my next question, but football, when you kind of jump into this marriage and you jump into this partnership, this lifelong partnership, football it's an occupation. It is life. I don't know what you can maybe talk a little bit more at your upbringing in terms of football and your enjoyment, but obviously it might be a little bit different now than what it was. But again, the football in your life, you have a wife of a coach. It's what has this sport meant to you? Taking on, again, being where we are now.
It's kind of funny because I didn't grow up really with football. We watched it every now and again on Sundays, depending on what team was playing, but nothing like this. Like we weren't, going to games on Friday nights, Saturday nights, or anything like that. So I've taken a much more interest, especially since that's what he does, and that's what's taking the time, and it's exciting. It's fun. I enjoy it now. I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan now of the Crimson Wave, especially.
That's right.
Exactly. I myself was brought up in the baseball era.
Okay.
So, and I'm the oldest of 4 girls. So football in our house was not even an option. But when I met my husband, he was a high school and college football player, so it made me more interested. My sons were playing football, but it never caught my eye. I just made sure they had their uniforms and everything they needed. Go play football. But 17 years now, I've grown to like football. I can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the process of understanding it, and it's my game. I love it.
That's so good. What is you and your families have been here since the ground floor? I'll start with you. When Coach Novak presented the idea, I'm going to be the first head coach in a brand new football program. And what was your reaction? How did he break the news to you? And why were you on board with it fully?
I'll be honest, it was a little scary. Those were unknown waters that, he was wanting to tread into. But at the same time, he had been coaching for 20-some plus years, high school football. And it's like, what's the next step? Like, this was going to be a nice entryway to moving forward in his career. And I told him, go for it. What do you got to lose? Nothing. You got nothing to lose. I'm like, you're a coach here in this community. People know you. People love you. Like, people look up to you. I'm like, how do you know until you try? And it was definitely a big undertaking to start a program. But I'd also witnessed him, building programs, maybe not quite like this, but in a similar sense, like, programs that were just kind of trying to get their footing and like new teams and stuff. But this was a whole new ball game, and I think for him it's been rewarding in the sense he has gained so much experience in the college realm. Even being a small college, it still is like he's been able to tap his toe into the waters and gain some of that experience. So it's only up from here, I would say.
Same question for you, yeah.
Like I said, when my husband, I've always known my husband to be interested in football. When I met him, he was in college. But when he met Jay Novak, because we go way back, East Chicago Central High School?
Yep.
And it was like a brotherhood started between them two, and it was football. And when my husband said he wanted to go and coach football for the community that he's from, graduated football star, I was like, hey, go for it. You know what I'm saying? What could happen? We could either go up or we could go down, but we're still going to keep going, and like I said, we've been going since high school. So we've been one big family, and some way, somehow, no matter where it is that they go, we end up some way back together again. And that's what it is right now. We're here.
My final question for you two, as I'm kind of looking at people kind of walking in, and that too, but also I think one thing to ask both of you is, what is it like to see, again, the program keeps growing, like you said, it's moving up from here, to see people around town, people walking into the game already with here on. I mean, it's becoming something that is truly real here in Northwest Indiana, and to see, again, how much this program's growing, I can only imagine how much it makes, how great it makes you both feel.
It's pride, yeah.
It's pride, yeah. And it's love, because the Crimson Wave, we're a family.
Yeah. And we know how much time and effort our husbands, along with the other coaches and their wives and their families, like we all dedicate our time.
Trust me, me and Andrea have been through many schools together and separate.
So true.
And it's about family. You have to be family oriented to even get this far.
It's an important thing in football. Like you said, it's game time. I know we got bigger things on our plates. I'll let you two go, but thank you so much for tuning in to us. We'll be back here. Thank you so much. We'll be back here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back, CCSJ Tailgate. Once again, special thanks to J&J Power Washing. We appreciate them so much for all their support of us here at the Region Sports Network. Crimson Wave getting set to take on the Mighty Oaks. What a fun couple hours this was here.
This was a unique experience, and that's one of the coolest things we have about the Region Sports Network. We were asked to come out here and highlight a very good program, and we're super thankful to be allowed to do this. So a very special thank you to head coach Jay Novak to make this all possible, as well for sitting in here, as well as all the players we talked to, coaches' wives, some fantastic stories from team parents as well. Super, super cool, and more importantly, we got a game here coming up here very, very shortly.
The opportunity to go 2-0. I mean, everyone says it's a great day to go 1-0, but they have an opportunity to go 2-0 here. Start off on the right foot with a home opener. For those who haven't played the game, what are the emotions going for the players in the locker room right now as they get set for a home opener?
Oh, God, it's a whirlwind. It really kind of feels like the first game. Yep, we're super, super hyped to. That season opener is great. And again, there's probably a little bit more jitters there, but there's no place like home. And all the adage goes, and I'll tell you what, this is sitting right here, right by this gate. We're seeing the fans kind of trickle in, and I can only imagine once you kind of step outside, it'll be a packed house. And I mean, as a player, when you step out and you see the community, which once again, Whiting, the players talked about it, it is very, very special. And it's the emotions ride high, but like football, like all games, once that first play's over, you're ready to go. You're playing a child's game.
I know who I'm taking to win the conference.
Come on now.
Here we go.
Hold it right up here.
Right here. They're gonna win the conference. As you can see, live shots in the stadium. Kickoff just moments away. But I think Mike and I are still on the Crimson Wave here for a while, because that was a really, really fun experience. Oakland City University, rather. 0-1, tough loss. Last week that was 43-0.
Give me the wave.
Let's
ride the wave, baby.
We'll ride the wave all day. Once again, one more time. Come on now.
Thank you from head coach Jay Novak for the nice gift as well. A good parting gift. Hang this up at our studio, like we said. But I think that's all we got here. A big thanks to all the players, coaches, wives, team parents are taking the time to stop with us and to have us here alone. But this is an awesome experience. If you're in the Northwest Indiana area, come on down to Jeff Cain Stadium. Our game's kicking off here very, very shortly, but you will not want to miss it.
Going to be a really fun game for our entire Region Sports Network crew. Zach, Justin, for Mike, as well as Chris, who couldn't be here today. We send him our best as well. Thank you again, obviously, CCSJ, the Crimson Wave Sprint Football Program. That's right, we're rocking with them for a while. This has been a special presentation of the CCSJ Tailgate on the Region Sports Network, the only game in